Hey everybody, here we go. It's me, Gregory Mannarino, Tuesday, March 11th, 2025, pre-market report. All right, here's the story. Everyone is focusing again in the wrong place. Everybody is looking at this freaking freak show of a stock market, which we don't even have a market anymore. It has no resemblance whatsoever of reality. The reality of the situation is, people, it's just not real. Now, with that, I want to show you a headline here. I want you to pay attention to this. This is Bloomberg. U.S. credit risk gauge jumps the most in 6 months. Let me tell you something about this. I have been explaining to people, and you and I have discussed this for I don't know how freaking long now. The biggest risk right now to the market lies in debt. Okay. Today, the world, it's a strange paradox, and I've covered this 1,000 million freaking times. The world appears, as everything else does, as an illusion here. So most people would say that the world today is awash in debt. In other words, we are floating on oceans of debt. Well, this is true, and yet it's not. It's a strange paradox. Here's the paradox. You know what I'm going to say if you've been with me for any length of time. The debt-based system that we have cannot function without more debt being pulled into it. Every minute of every day, around the clock, it can't stop. We have this incredibly strange situation here. Again, although the world appears to be debt saturated, there's not enough of it. We are in a liquidity crisis on a massive scale. And that's what this whole thing with credit risk comes down to. The fact is this, and I'm not making this stuff up, people. This is what was actually happening during the financial crisis. The credit markets or the debt markets were locking up. In other words, the flow of credit through the system was stopping. We are going to face that moment again, but to a much larger degree. How did they fix it last time? What did they do? As the credit markets were locking up, the Dow was cut in half. The Dow Jones Industrial Average lost half its value. Okay, all of a sudden they rush then Fed Chair Ben Bernanke into Washington over a weekend, who said if we don't start pumping billions, hundreds of billions of dollars into the system right now, not in 5 minutes, right now, he said by Monday we wouldn't have an economy. Not a market. Again, everyone's looking at the market. The market. I understand that. Look, man, this is a freak show. People's investment plans, they see this, they think they're paper rich. It's not real. Okay? It's all going away at one point. Is this it? I guess we're going to see that. The dollar continues to send us a warning, which we'll talk about in just a second. So what is happening here is we are literally on the threshold of yet another locking up of the system. And forget about where the stock markets are going to go. Again, there's a massive effort to keep the debt market functioning by propping it up. How do central banks keep rates where they are? They can't just say it. It doesn't happen by magic. No, it doesn't. No freaking freak show trick. No, they have to get into the market. The central banks, including the Fed, have to create epic sums out of nothing and buy all the debt. This is their strength. This is how they have power, by issuing debt through one door in the form of currency. You know all this already, but it's a review. Through the other door, buying it back in the form of government debt. If it weren't for central banks, we would be in a Mad Max scenario right now. Central banks are becoming the most powerful, strongest, most diabolic institutions on the planet. And this mechanism has vaulted them to the pinnacle of power. Okay, you understand how this works? Again, look, man, I just want to dispel a myth. During Trump's last tenure, everyone was saying Trump was bankrupting the Fed. That's why we're spending so much. The truth of the matter is, the more debt a central bank is allowed to create out of nothing, the stronger they become exponentially, not weaker. People who are putting out those, that was a psyop on you. And I know a lot of you bought it. I tried to outline this for you. Of course, I was called every name under the sun and I'm wrong and I don't understand President Trump's plan. You know what? I think I nailed it to the wall. What we're seeing here with regard to the credit markets, and we're getting again, this warning is in our face here. This should not be occurring. I've been telling you this since the market started to sell off here. Generally, the dollar is thought of as a safe haven, people. How do I say this to you another way for those of you that still don't get it? It's not happening anymore. The dollar is telling us straight out that there is a very large underlying, an insurmountable underlying problem here. Um, this never happens. So what we're seeing here is a phenomenon among itself. When a market drops nearly 10% in just a few weeks here, you should see this ripping higher. The dollar should be markedly stronger on a relative strength basis. My currency traders out here, come on, man. Let's get together and tell people the truth because they're not going to get it from anywhere. Speaking about truth, I am still blocked from posting on X. For those of you that used to follow me on X, I will continue to try. I tried to post last night, nothing. At blocked. I tried to post this morning, at blocked. So I don't know if this is because of the Ukrainian. Of course it was Ukraine, right? You believe that one? Oh, they'll come up with anything, won't they? It's not true, obviously. I think most of us are aware of that. Some aren't. The psyop, the people who just can't see the truth. Okay, whatever. So I will try to continue to post on X. But for those of you that used to follow me on X, why don't you follow me on my Substack? There's a link in the description of this video, 100% free. All right, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Anyway, going back to this. The credit markets. The dollar is a unit of debt, credit, okay? This is telling us that there's a huge problem. Um, so let's just come up with a what's happening here. Stop focusing on the stock market. You're looking at it because you're worried about your investments. It's not real. None of it is. It's all going away, just so you know. Okay. The price action distortions in this market are so off the Richter scale, it's hard to believe. But it's a fact. Now, with that, you need to understand where we're going. The world economy, it's dead. It's buried, and every day more dirt is getting thrown on it. The United States, not only is our economy in free fall, we're being wiped off the map. And that's a big part of why the dollar is almost irrelevant anymore. World is moving away from the dollar. They don't want our dollars. You don't want our dollars. They're being systematically devalued because of the mechanism of what? Artificially suppressed rates, which destroys the purchasing power of the currency. It's a wrecking machine for the economy. Now, the worst part of this is there's not a single roadblock being put up. And I've been telling you this, and I'm going to keep telling you this, being put up. And it has to be done now to stop the tsunami of inflation that's coming at us here. This is nothing. We are in the very early phases of an inflationary nightmare that's going to hit here in the United. Again, no one wants our dollars. These dollars are rushing back here as fast as they were being created right now. And this wave, this tsunami of inflation that is going to hit us here is picking up velocity, strength, and it's getting larger. But there's nothing being done about it. We could start raising rates dramatically right now. It's not happening. President Trump could exercise his rights as a sitting president to utilize the Gold Reserve Act of 1934, monetize gold, back the dollar. It would fix everything. Okay. That's not happening either. There is nothing being done to stop it. That almost makes me believe it's deliberate. We're being set up to fail. We're already a failed state, not just here, but around the world. The world economy is a failed state. Now, how is that? What's the common denominator? You know what the common denominator is. It's central banks, and they're not done with us. They're going to wipe us. That's what they're doing here. I've been telling you guys and girls, we are moving back into some kind of a twisted dystopian neo-feudal system, and that's what they're doing. So just be ready. What's going to happen here, like I've been telling you, in 6 months, the United States, probably in the world too, is going to be unrecognizable with regard to the economy, where we're going. And with regard to the stock market, just keep your eyes on that debt market. That's going to tell you what's going on here. Watch what the dollar is telling us. It's sending us a very ominous sign. Clearly instability in the debt market, but it does look like central banks are getting in here and they're buying. We're seeing some form of stability. It's not enough. Honestly. And again, we've hit that moment of maximum saturation. That's where we are now. That's why you're going to continue to see prices rise and rise and skyrocket Of course, it can't be stopped unless there's something that acts against it, and there's nothing acting against it. This morning, we got stock futures higher right now after yesterday's precipitous drop. Now, for those of you that are interested in this, I did get another breakdown of the S&P 500. We are at a danger zone, and I'm not just making this up, people. Meaning, if we don't hold here, okay, if we're getting a bounce. If this bounce today, this morning, doesn't last and we drop another 400 or 500 points, you can expect we're going to get a much larger drop. So if you're interested in seeing my breakdown, again, this is for you. It's 100% free, okay? There is a link in the description of this video which will take you right to my website. And right at the top, as soon as you scroll down, you're going to see my breakdown there of what's happening to the S&P 500. We're at a crucial level, and it's all explained out to you right there. If you're interested, right below that, there's a breakdown of the US dollar. We're at a crucial level. In fact, we're just below the crucial level with regard to the relative strength of the dollar. Have a look at that. And then right below that, I did a breakdown on silver. I did not change those two over the last several days. They still stand. The market is another animal here. So anyway, stock futures higher, we need to hold. Commodities, little bump today, lovely. Yesterday, everything got decimated. You know, the market falls like that. Everything gets thrown out the baby gets thrown out with the bathwater. Cryptos, I guess this is top three. I guess they're doing okay this morning. I don't know why I only did that. Anyway, couple of other things we need to talk about. Just real quick. Listen to me on this one, people. Do not jump on the bandwagon with this. So President Trump said yesterday on Truth Social, he's going to buy Tesla stock to support Elon Musk. Let me read this to you. President Donald Trump shared his intent to purchase Tesla today to support Elon Musk. This was on Truth Social. I'm going to buy Tesla tomorrow morning as a show of confidence and support for Elon Musk, a truly great American. Okay. People, do yourselves a favor here. All right. Don't do it. President Trump, let him buy whatever he wants right now. All right. Elon Musk, his second in command here, or maybe however you want to look at this. I understand he wants to support his friend. Right now, let's pay attention to the broader market and what it's telling us to do. Right now, again, it's not looking good. We're at a danger zone. If, in fact, we hold here, then, yes, join President Trump in supporting Elon Musk and buy Tesla stock. But wait. This is, whatever, you define what this is. But I'm telling you right now, I think you need to stay out of the way a little bit. All right, you guys and girls, do whatever you want to. All right, you want to follow Trump in? That's fine, and maybe you'll do great. Or, in my opinion, the better choice is let's wait for a turnaround in the broader market and then get in over there, all right, with regard to Tesla, period, the end. Now, let us move forward. We got a couple of other things to talk about. Citigroup downgraded U.S. stocks across the board, saying bearish signals have been triggered. People, you and I have been so far ahead of the curve on this, it's not even funny. We got out of this market in its entirety at the top December 5th. There's no reason, in my opinion right now, to buy more of this market, not even Tesla, even though President Trump is buying it this morning to support Elon Musk. We need to sit back and wait. We pounce when the time is right. You understand? People, look, I got your back. You guys and girls do what you want. You're free to do that. But I really believe you should wait here and look for a better opportunity. You understand? Let's move forward. Last thing I want to talk about. So we knew this already. I already told you I got a little inside information about this a week or two ago. You got institutions dumping stocks. Doesn't mean they're not going to get in here. I believe they were dumping stocks, building up a cash position, waiting for a better time to get in, just like you and me. Just like you and me, you see? We function like a hedge fund, a collectively, you understand? Anyway, look, so what do you want to take away from this video? People understand what's going on here. We are in a full-blown liquidity crisis, a debt crisis. We can't pay our debt back, and obviously a massive currency crisis. We're going to face a moment of reckoning here, where the credit markets are going to lock up. They're going to lock up. That means the flow of credit or debt through the economy is going to stop. I've only been telling you this for 1,000 years. Forget the stock market. Okay, everyone wants to look at the stock market. You really need to be looking at the debt market, which includes the dollar, which is a unit of debt. The dollar is telling us something is very, very wrong. If we drop below 103 here and change, we could look for a free fall with regard to dollar relative strength. And again, I want you to think about what I'm saying. There's not one roadblock right now, not one single roadblock. I'm sorry, there was one. President Trump did throw $1 billion at eggflation. I already told you it wasn't going to work right off the bat. It's not working. It's not even meant to work. I think he did this just to shut some of you up, because that's what was a repost on Truth Social. Shut up about eggflation, about egg prices, actually. So you're being told to shut up. Imagine our shock here. Anyway, look, guys and girls, this is the game. We're all being played. You understand? But we're too smart for this. We're going to stay ahead of the curve. I promise you, with all I got, that I will never let you down, and I got your back. So that's it, man. I don't know what else to say here. We got this covered, in my opinion. I think we have a very good game plan. And I'm going to tell you one more time. People, listen to me on this one. You're free to do whatever you want. Wait. Even though President Trump said that he's buying Tesla stock today to support Elon Musk, a great American. That's what it said on Truth Social. Okay, he's a great American. I think that remains debatable. But you guys and girls are entitled to your own opinion. We're all entitled to our own opinion. I would wait. You guys want to get in here? That's fine. You do what you want to. But I would wait. That's just my take on it. But I would love to hear from you. That's a great question. Those of you, are you going to get in here with President Trump and buy Tesla stock to support Elon Musk? I want to hear from you on that one here. Do you think Elon Musk actually needs some support here? Still remains the richest guy on the earth. Why is this happening? I don't know. Maybe you can explain it to me in simple terms, as if I'm like a small child or a golden retriever. Guys and girls, listen, I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, I'd appreciate that thumbs up if I've earned it. I'd appreciate a comment. Let me hear from you on what we spoke about here. It's very important. Again, look for a credit freeze. All this other stuff is well and good. Our largest worry, Greg Mannarino's largest worry, is a credit freeze, a locking up of the system. I think they're setting this up on purpose. I mean, there's no roadblocks being put up to stop inflation or a meltdown in the credit markets. Do you see what's going on here? Nothing is being put in the way. Nothing at all. It's an incredible situation to see, but that's a fact. And I don't know. Like I said, I want to hear from you. I'll see you guys and girls later, 4 or 5 p.m. Eastern for the live stream. And that's kind of it. All right, people, until we meet again, what am I going to tell you? Please, people, take care of yourselves. And maybe even more important than that, we got to take care of each other. We can make a positive difference in this world. We really can. I think we are. And we're doing it. All right. Love you all. That's it.